Okay. Do we want to be Dimir and take the crab? It's a 2-for-1, 5/5, and you can emerge from an artifact. There's also the commander. Bum 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 bum. You know what? I haven't done a lot with Dimir yet. Let's see if we can do some Dimir. Could be a little bit more of a contested lane. Like, if I take the commander, that probably goes in both Boros and Gruul. Maybe just a Gruul card. Commander's pretty good, but let's take the rare. Let's do it. Let's see where we end up. Alright, Genku's pretty good. Or Genku, or however you say it. Ral's. Okay. Petrifying, Galvanic. Alright. I'm going to take the Genku in case we end up in blue-white. Nothing that I'm really sad to see go for my Dimir start. I don't think we really need to pick a lane this soon anyway. Alright. Demon Inferior. Usually wheels. Charge Bug does not go with any of the plans that I have so far. I know the Demon Inferior is okay. In both Dimir and in Azorius. It's kind of the card that I'd like to wield, but I think I'm gonna go for the Demon Inferior pick here. And then what am I wheeling? I don't know. We'll find out, but there's nothing that I'm really sad about passing here. Okay. Angel versus Larva. So this is really our decision point, right? Do we want to be white-blue, or do we want to be blue-white, or blue-black? And that would be based off of Voltstrom, Angel, and Larva. There's also Wither and Bloom. Actually, it's probably between Wither and Bloom and Angel. That's a tough one. That is a toughie. I'm gonna go with the Wither and Bloom. Okay. So if we were going white-blue, there's a unicorn. Probably just take the Marauder here, though. Yeah, I feel okay about this. And then the question is whether or not we splash white for Genku in Dimir. It's a possibility. You know me, I don't like to splash. Okay. Forge Shadow Spinner, that's good. Rush and Gravedigg. So if we were in the Azorius space, we'd probably lean towards the Inspired Inventor. And that doesn't feel great. I like that one more in Boros. So I think we're in the right spot. Trazoa and then the Goblin. So I think I'm just going blue-black here. I got a plan. Okay. Viscerator's Insight, Lurker, Electrozoa, and Slith. Could have been on Slith or blue-white. Again, another one that I like more in Boros. Didn't see any Serum Visionaries, but that's okay. Okay, that's a really late Angel. Wow. Battle Wagon? I think I just take another Demon Inferior here, but Voltstorm Angel pick 8? Wish I liked the black-white space more. I'm not sure I want to play this. Maybe. Vault Progress. Sheltering Landscape. Probably just... I could keep cutting blue. This blue maybe feels a little bit like... It's not great. Let's see. I have all of these. I don't... Could pick up that one because I don't have any of the junk divers or whatever they're called. Okay, Polluted Delta. Not sure I want to play the Polluted Delta. Okay. Okay, another Wither. Seems okay. Maybe we can wield the Hydroelectric Specimen. Okay. Endurance. Oh wow, both of these I haven't ever seen. Marionette Apprentice is probably the pick. What is this? This is the Wooburg? Interesting. And then this one is a Flash 3/4 Reach. Puts all cards from their graveyard on the bottom of their library in a random order. Kind of make up for all the rumbles, doing the self-mill, protect you from milling out. But I think I'll just take the Marionette Apprentice here. Okay. Writhing Chrysalis, Hydra, Malevolent Rumble, Basilisk, Horrific Assault, and Strength of the Harvest, and Property. Oh my god, this is just like the greenest pack in the world. I think I'll take the Kami. I guess I could take the Deep Analysis and wheel the Kami. Pick 11. Let's try it. I think that's... I could see taking the Kami here, though. And my goodness, that's a lot of green. That's crazy. Okay. Unsealing, Bogart Trawler. Sheltering Landscape. And Transmigrant. I think it's Trawler versus Transmigrant. Those are close. Okay. Copy Crook. Kami. Transmigrant. So now I'll take the Kami. Subtlety? All these mythics showing up that I've never seen before. I have no idea if Subtlety is any good. And I don't like anything else in the pack, so I guess maybe. I guess this would be a blue-white land for Genku, but I'm not sure I'm playing Genku. Okay. Kami versus Messenger versus the Shadow Spinner. Oh dang. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to wheel more Kamis, because really nobody picks these up unless Dimir is contested. And this is an enabler for it as opposed to a payoff, so I think I want more enablers. You could see Messenger being right. Ah, ooh, ah. Okay. Last minute panic. Okay. We've got Insight versus the Hydrolytic Specimen. I think I'll go for the Insight. Burbish Familiar is more of a Rakdos card anyway. Okay. Then we've got Specimen. Take that one now. Tune the narrative. Not really what I want to do. Perilous and Tranquil. Or just Fault Progress. Fault Progress. Wow. Green-white's open, huh? Copy Crook and Electrozoa. I'll take the Copy Crook just for Vault Progress. Okay. Sink into Stupor. That's an acceptable card. Truths for more card draw. We didn't wheel the Kami, did we? On 11, pick 11. So somebody else is in Dimir. Okay. Truths is close. Might want to take the Truths over the Sink into Stupor. Okay. There's a Breathe. Kami. Please, can we wheel the Kami? Pick 10. There's a chance. Don't tell me there's not a chance. Okay. Double Crab. And a Marionette. And a Sneaky Snacker. Okay, pick 10 and pick 11 could be good for us, right? Wheel the Snacker, wheel the Kami. It could happen. Double Crab seems good, though. I don't know if I have the artifacts for the Emerge part of it. But, like, just hard casting, it's not the worst. And there's their blue-black land for Contaminated. And would give us the white for Genku. Maybe that would be a nice wheel, too. Okay. Ooh, buddy. We've got some good options here. Demon Furier versus Sneaky Snacker and Kami. I'm hoping some of these Kamis will take the Sneaky Snacker here. Any of these three wheeling would be great. Okay. Not stoked on a lot of these. Dross Claw, not really. Dream Drinker, no. We didn't see any sentries. I'll go with the Transmigrant here. Okay. Another Deep Analysis. Sink into Stupor. Blue-white black land. How much card draw is too much? If we wheel those commies, I don't think it'll be sad I have so much card draw, but if we don't, I'm going to be a little bit sad. Okay, so we've got Copy Crook, don't want to play it. Sage, don't want to play it. Refurbished Familiar, don't think I have enough artifact synergies for. And then both of these landscapes I don't care for. Guess maybe in a pinch. Breathe? Breathe, pick 8? Okay. I'm intrigued. Demon Inferior would have been fine, but Breathe is great. Just doing blue-black control. Okay. So we willed the Sink into Stupor, that's good. Yes. Let's go. Kami wheeled, thank you. Whoever was fighting me in Dimir. Get out of here. And we wheeled Sneaky Snacker. Wait, was that the one I was trying to wheel? What did I take over the Sneaky Snacker? On pick 3. Oh gosh. Kami versus Deem. And Waterlogged. Ah, it's close. I'll go with the Demon Inferior, but I think either one of those would have been okay. Maybe I wanted 3 commies with all the card draw. Because, like, I've lost a commie, for sure. Alright, how's everybody doing? Super Tech, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day. I accidentally had my notifications muted. Been watching your YouTube vids for a minute? Ah, YouTuber. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I usually do drafts on Twitch and constructed on YouTube. Oh, so what's the card that I needed to that I've never read? So 3/3 Flash Flyer for 4. When it enters the battlefield, chooses up to 1 target creature spell or planeswalker spell. Its owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Evoke, exile a blue card from your hand. Ah, I gotcha. Super Tech. We got some questions here. Do we want to play the Polluted Delta? Do we want to play the Subtlety? Do we want to just keep things simple? Do we want to play the Hope Ender? This wrecked me on a 16 cost Hydra the other day. I don't think so. I think I want to just cut from here. I think we can definitely cut a land. So this is blue, this is blue, and this is black. So we can definitely cut 1 blue. Specimen, I think I would rather play as a land most of the time. Sink into Stupor and Trawler is close to. We could probably cut 1 more land. It's tight. I don't feel like I need this. Because the Emerge from Artifact reduced by the artifact's mana value, like this is just a reduction of 1. I think we can get rid of that. Alright, so chat, do you think we should drop a land? Grimward, thank you. The deck looks good. I feel like it's okay. Double Crab is amazing. Flutterdev, you'd drop a land? I think I would rather have 19 lands as well. Like, I just feel like the classic mistake in Control is not having enough land. Then again, I guess a tap land doesn't really hurt us too much. I don't think I'm cutting the unfathomable truths. Although I could see it. It's close, right? Actually, I could see dropping truths, because we do have 2 deep analysis already. And we have 2 Eviscerators Insights, which is probably a reason to maybe play the retrofitted Transmigrant, is to have something to sack. We can... The Sneaky Snackers work well with the Eviscerator's Insight, right? So that's 3 MDFCs for a total of a 19 land count. And then... We'll split... And then the question is whether or not we want to run any of these. I don't know. I think being able to have multiple cards in one, like this triggers the draw 3 clause for everything that cares about that 4 times. So I'm not sure I agree, Flubab. We can agree to disagree here. But Truths does make a duder. You'd run the Codal. Oh, I thought about it. Oh man, I hurt my neck today. It's killing me. The other thing too is we have Genku in the sideboard. Like if we're strictly going off of win rate, like this is a pretty decent splash. Demon Inferior for Codal. Okay, that's interesting, Raspberry Toby. Bogart Trout, they're not even incomparable, right? Bogart Trawler's a land. Like, it's a swamp. You're comparing Bogart Trawler to a swamp. These 3 are not to be cut. These 3 are only to be cut if we're doing something funky with our lands. Right? Can't cut a swamp. Unacceptable. This is a 10-10 split, right? Or 10-9? 10-9 split? I like 10-9 split. Yeah, I guess... Yeah, I just don't know of Bajorbles. I haven't played with it a lot. I haven't seen it played a lot. The other problem is we're not heavy blue. Right? Double pit blue, like, don't underestimate the double pit blue on this, right? I think if I had more main blue, I'd be on subtlety. But I think in this deck I'm not going to. Gotcha, Meta Magic. Yeah, I think the question here for me is whether or not I run the Hope Ender. Because that one feels like... It's a decent card. I've gotten completely destroyed by it. The better your opponent is, the more likely that they're going to play around it. But, you know, I didn't play around it. I got destroyed by it. Alright, I can see bringing in the Codal. I can see splashing white for Genku. I could see playing the Polluted Delta. Do you guys play the Polluted Delta? What do we cut for it then? 9, 11. We could, I guess we could cut an island here? I don't know, because you have to pay a life. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the one life matters. Oh, uh, you don't like this card at all, huh? Hey. Hey now, Isaiah. Hey now. I think I'd rather cut the hydroelectric specimen than I would the trawler. Alright, alright. So this should give us some spawn fodder. This works really nicely with these. Marionette Apprentice also gives us some fodder. And we've got removal, so we've got breathe, and we've got wither. 3 demon inferiors might be a bit too much. It's pretty good. I don't know why people don't like deep analysis, Grimmard. I like it. It's two turns of triggering the draw 3 clause in a single card, right? I especially like it with the 2 commies. I could see the Hope Intercodal being an acceptable cut, you know. I could also see cutting a land, because we definitely need to cut a land, right? So I'm gonna go with my instinct that this is fine on turn 4. This is fine on turn 4. It's actually maybe let's see 1, 2, 3. Because this still is 10 sources of blue. Eight, 9. Why am I having a hard time counting today? All right, so that would be 9 sources of blue. I need to take a slight little break after this one. Last cut, though. What would be the last cut? Isaiah, that's right. I'll definitely pay life to draw cards. Won't pay life to fix mana. Yeah, it's 9/11 right now. I could see that being correct. We could just get rid of the trawler. And then it's still, yeah. I could get rid of the trawler and be okay. I can live with that. Or maybe I'm supposed to get rid of the hydrolytic specimen instead. And now, am I happy with the mana split? Because this would be 11 black, 8 blue. Makes this harder to do on turn 2 for sure. Probably don't need that much black, but if I don't draw black, it's a problem. But 10 should be good. All right. You happy with this one, chat? Feel good? Oh, okay, so multiple people would be on the truths, huh? Hey, Sims, how you doing? Subtlety is a 3/3 flash for 4, yeah? You guys would play the subtlety? Even with this mana spread, or would you change the mana to make it easier to do subtlety, right? Because double pip blue's not like nothing, right? Because right now aren't I on a Raspberry Toby? Well, but then we're getting a lot of tap lands. So you'd be running the specimen, but not an island. That's 14 lands, guys. I'm not doing I'm not, like, that doesn't feel great. Oh, I guess it's not. It's 15 lands? 15 lands? So you're treating 3 MDFCs as 2 lands? I don't know, Flutter Dev. I don't think they count directly as lands. I think that they're somewhere. I thought 2 to 3 MDFCs equals a land. Depending on how good the MDFC is, right? The better it is, then you would want 3 MDFCs for a land. And then if it's like not a great, most of the time you're going to play it as a land, then like 2. But I feel like 1 for 1 is a little uncomfortable. And this is not what I would do, right? Because this is like running 16 lands in a control space. Sims, you just assume it is a land and then go for otherwise. Okay, Isaiah's more like 1 MDFC is like 90% of a land. Okay. Flubab thinks entirely. Flubab, you got to stop your contextual answers. We're talking in a vacuum. Broad strokes. I know, I get it that it's contextual. Magic is contextual. All right. With 8 lands, with 8 islands specifically, I do not feel great about running the subtlety on double pip blue. If we were going to run the subtlety, I would want at least 9 islands. I guess we have it. I guess if you're counting this, we have 9 then. All right, Isaiah. All right. So here we go. We're throwing the subtlety in. What do you want to cut out, guys? And also, some people have said truths, right? So speak, chat. What are your 2 cuts? I'm not cutting a Demon Inferior. Demon Inferior is like one of the better cards, right? Isaiah's on a Deem too? Guys, Demon Inferior in this deck is a 1 blue sorcery, bounce something, put it on the second part of their library. Also, it's Andy. Thank you for the follow. Two blue is fine because of the card draw. Flutterdev would play 6 Demon Inferiors. That's what I was thinking. But I'm always interested in hearing what other people think. Isaiah would be on cut a Demon Inferior and a Deep Analysis. So you would be taking out some of the enablers of the card draw. So you would also be running the truths over Deep Analysis. Subtlety has really bad stats. Codal? Yeah, Codal's not great in blue-black. That's why I took it out, but people wanted it back in. Yeah, my stream is all about the clown car. There's a lot of different ways to approach this for sure. How you doing, Dracus? I think we're getting there. I'm getting there in my head, at least. Alrighty. Bum, 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 bum. So. Okay. It's interesting to hear all of y'all's thoughts here. Rumor, you'd be on more lands. 958, we're 18. You'd be on one Demon Inferior. Okay, a lot of people are on taking down one Demon Inferior. I'm with Flutter Dev on with, like, having them as much as possible. Oh, Flutter Dev, you like them because of discard. Marionette has synergies off of the Messenger and gives us stuff to sacrifice for insight as well as chump blockers, and is one of the better black uncommons, so there's no way I'm cutting the Marionette. I like the Deep Analysis because it triggers twice. Oh my god, okay. I didn't expect this one to be such an enticing build. I really don't think I'm running the Twaddle. Partly too because, like, I just like less blue. I'm not running the Subtlety. I might run the Deep Analysis and the Unfathomable Truths. I think I run both. And then this is 15 lands? 18 if you count the MDFCs. They aren't particularly great. I don't think I'm going to cast this because of the Double Pit Blue. And I could see these just being treated as tap lands. If that's the case, that's okay. Polluted Delta, some people like it. It does give me more flexibility in the blue-white and or blue-black space. I'm not sure I like something that's a thinner in this deck. Personally, I'm going to go with not running it. Definitely could be wrong. And then I think I'm happy with an 8 split on blue, so I think I'm going to run a swamp over it. Okay. How do you guys feel about that? What has to be wrong? Why does this have to be wrong? You know it, Flutter Dev. No, I'm just enjoying life. I'm enjoying Magic. This is not engagement bait. Why? You have to play Delta. Why do I have to play Delta? Oh, Flubab. Deep Analysis is great, okay? Play Delta or else. Yeah? Ah. Oh, okay. Isaiah, so you're like 100% sure that Polluted Delta should be in. You'd play 4? Dude, I'm not sure. You know how, like, Pocket Sand mattered in a lot of games? I'm not sure that the 1 damage is nothing, right? You guys all agree. You're all on Polluted Delta. Okay. Delta or Riot? Oh, I'm trying to learn here. So, here's the thought process, guys. I tend to lean a little bit on 17 land stats. just out of curiosity, right? Just like looking at it. Why would the average Dimir deck do worse with Polluted Delta in it? This is strictly for 2-color space in just blue-black. And it has been, I can look up the number of times that it has been played. It's a relatively large sample, so just explain. It's randomization. It's that through the 11,000, almost 12,000 games played, it's just a random fluke that it's below average. Depends on what you're looking at with top players or whatever, right? I'm looking 55.8%. I am Flubab. I'm looking at it right now. It is one standard deviation below average for Dimir, specifically. Its overall average is 52.7%, which is really garbage. But for in Dimir, it's 55.8%, which is just slightly below average for Dimir, if I remember correctly. Well, if it's below average, it shouldn't be better than a basic land. If it's below average, it's worse than a basic land. Yeah, I think part of it is that it thins in an archetype that doesn't want to thin, right? I think part of it is that Polluted Delta takes a land out. It's like why landscapes don't do particularly well in Dimir either, right? Is that like you're thinning your deck in a deck that doesn't want to be thinning because you want to be playing control and you want to have as much mana as possible. Because I want to hit my land drop sims. And landscapes are tapped, that's fair. But still, it doesn't answer the question of like why would polluted Delta have a lower than average win rate? And maybe I'm screwing up, maybe it doesn't. Let's see. Just humor me for a second, right? Cuz stats are not everything, right? Okay, so Dimir, what are we looking at in Dimir here? Depends on if you include splashes or not. 55.5, 55. And Polluted Delta, it's 55.8. All right. It's probably, it depends on whether or not you're looking at including splashes or not. Yeah, it's good. It's part of Magic is like discussing these sort of things. It is curious to me because like, if it was as amazing as like everybody's saying it's like an automatic include, that should have above average stats in a blue-black deck, right? The blue-black decks that have the polluted Delta should do better than the ones that don't. Over thousands of games. Okay, but then why don't the stats show that, Sims? How do people misplay the polluted Delta that lowers its win rate below average? Because they're splashing when they include it? Sirkovitz, where are you? Sirkovitz! Oh, man. That's a question that I would like to ask Sirkovitz about. You'd bet money? Yeet. Alright. That's fair. Stats don't give you that contrast, simply the difference between decks that have it and decks that don't. Exactly. So why do the decks that have it, on average, do poorly? Do below average? I'm just trying to come up with a reason, Flubab. Wing Spear, well, it's in comparison to Dimir's win rate. So we're not looking at overall win rate or anything. I'm just why do I not like the Delta? Because I think, okay, so the pros and cons, right? Like the pros are it's mana fixing at the, for 1 life, right? It helps you get your blue black card down on turn 2, which we're running the sneaky snackers. That's the good part, right? And the downside is that it thins your deck, which isn't necessarily a good thing. It is in certain circumstances. It is later when you're on a top deck. But if you're just strictly looking at like I want to hit turn 4, thinning your deck on turn 1 is not the best if you're wanting to try to hit your 4th land drop, right? Deck thinning, okay, I disagree with that. Deck thinning is not negligible. You're running a 40 card deck. It's not negligible in constructed, and you're running. It's more. It is more impactful in limited because you have 40 cards instead of 60. It's about it being both an island and a swamp. I get that. That still does not explain to me why a card that is both an island and a swamp is statistically over 11,000, almost 12,000 games, 11,900 games, is below the average win rate for just any card in Dimir. But I get it that you're not, like, some people don't like looking at stats, right? I just think it's like it's an interesting conversation, right? Is like, okay, well, so the reason why it's below average is because it's a fluke. It's because people are misusing the delta. Doesn't seem like it's particularly hard to misuse. No, no. Horde Shadow Spinner is above average. Everything in this, everything right here is above average. Yeah, that's true. And stats can definitely do stuff like that, right? And I wish Sirkovitz was here because talking about this sort of stuff is an interesting part of Magic, right? Is that like nowadays we have access to data, and data will show some interesting things, right? I have a background in science, right? I was a bioengineer, right? So like I have a tendency to I like Sirkovitz's stuff because like talking about analytics and data science is cool. And it just really, there's some head scratchers in Magic where it's like, what the hell's going on, right? Grimmered Snackers have a smaller win rate than Brain Surge and Visionary. It's probably true. Let's see, Brain Surge is pretty high. Sneaky Snackers in the same standard deviation, so I'd say it's statistically comparable. Brain Surge, Sneaky Snacker, and what was the other one that you said, Grimmered? Visionary, Serum Visionary. Serum Visionary is slightly above, is one standard deviation above. It's at a 60.6% win rate, whereas Sneaky Snacker is at 59, so it's 1%. But anyway, it's just something that, like, I don't know. Obviously, you can't just draft from stats, right? Like, otherwise bots would be able to play Magic the Gathering. I just think it's an interesting conversation and an interesting topic, and probably have talked about it enough to drive the, probably talked it past the point of it being useful. But oh, okay, there's an interesting one. Ottawa. If you are a less experienced drafter, you are likely to value the polluted delta more highly. That's interesting. I mean, we wheeled it, right? Didn't we wheel the polluted delta? Oh, okay, so Flubab has a background in math, by the way. So I've listened to Flubab's points here. You can't pursue the counterfactuals of what if we did this instead, since you'll never run it back. Right, that's true. I mean, if we'd be able to, we'd have to use like a simulator to really like do some something sort of like that. Can you check the top players' average last seen at for polluted delta? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you guys are, if you're fine with it, like, whatever. That sounds good. Let's see. Card data. All decks? No. Let's go with all. Okay, top users And we're looking at polluted delta. Polluted delta's average last CNAT for top players, which are 60% and above, is 4.32. Yeah, I guess I could hold up. Let me since we're talking about data today, we don't always, a lot of times we don't, but since we're doing that today, let me pull it up. So this is what we're talking about. So 17 Lands is a third-party tracking website that you can upload your data to. There's a leaderboard for trophies and stuff, but it has all of these stats, right? And so like this is like average last CNAT, average taken at, percentage games played, games in hand win rate, opening hand win rate, games drawn, game in hand win rate. There's a bunch of different stats, right? And so we're looking at polluted delta here. Is average last CNAT is we don't want average last CNAT. We want taken at. So the difference between average last CNAT is when are the good drafters seeing it gone versus when are they taking it. And we can see a big shift, right? The average taken at is almost 7. So the good drafters are only taking polluted delta when it's on the wheel or close to it. Flubab? You scoundrel. Okay, so the issue with polluted delta is if we go over and we look at the games, we could look at games played win rate, which is 56.8, and we can look at game in hand win rate, which is 56.5. And then if we go and we look at the average for Dimir, I guess, is this also just for blue decks? There's so much that you can do to like manipulate this data. Okay, so is there not enough data for Dimir for game in hand win rate? Because it's not a very common rare. It is played 99.1% of the times. That's probably a sign that it should be played. So people with 60% win rates will play it 99% of the time if they have it. They just don't take it very highly in draft. Okay. One last thing then. And then I swear we'll actually play some Magic today. So the other thing to look at is instead of just top players, if we look at all users, that was what I was looking at before. That's where we have the 55.8. And how do we look at... One second. I think if I pull up deck color data... Okay, so then deck color data for Dimir is 56.2. So that's why this whole conversation started in the first place. For those who don't do 17 lands shenanigans, is that for whatever reason, with all players included, the average win rate is lower than the average for Dimir. Right? So that was the question of like, why is polluted delta have a lower win rate over 11,900 games? Right? It's not trivial, right? From a statistical perspective, right? Like 12,000 games being a standard deviation lower means something. Something's going on. And I would love to hear Sirkovitz's thoughts on it, because he's the master of data science and data analytics and all that. But the fact that, good players are playing at 90%, 99% of the time shows what Isaiah's talking about, which is like the stats misleading you to not play Delta is probably bad, because the good players are all deciding to play the polluted Delta. Yeah, right? One standard deviation under one, the standard deviation for Dimir is really small though. It's not even a full percentage, I don't think. Dimir's 56.2, and the game in hand win rate was like 55.5 something. It's negligible. 55.8. Yeah, so we're talking about 0.4%. All right, all right. The other possibility is that the good players are all wrong, and it's just groupthink, and all of us are victim to the same groupthink, except our stall. Ooh, no, I don't like that one, Jorbles. This is really just like. Well, that's why we're talking about it today, Hira. And welcome everybody. The reason why it's an interesting conversation is because lands are always a little bit interesting in general on 17 lands, right? Lands do funky things. And you know, so that like if you look at like land fetchers in the past, they can be an interesting topic, right? And I'm sure Sirkovitz has covered it before. Yeah, Flutter Dev. I want Sirkovitz to talk about Polluted Delta just as an interesting topic, right? Because of that, right? It has a much lower opening hand win rate. You would think it would be better in your opening hand, but like I was mentioning, what I think is going on is that Polluted Delta is not actually that good in Dimir because of. Hold on. I know. Hold on. Because you don't want to be thinning your deck in control on turn 1. Right? I get it. Blue-black fixing should be great. But I'm, you know, part of the reason why it could be worse in the opening hand is because of doing turn 1 thin your deck, which lowers the chances over thousands of games that you're going to hit land 4. And Grimmered, yeah, if you're running enough lands, which chat has been really wanting to lean heavier into what I would have been doing with these 3, right? I would count this as like 1 land. And so I'd be on 1 more land in this build, personally, without all of this nonsense. I'd be on 1 more land. Yeah, Grimmered and I agree on that. But chat was like, no, they're like 90% 1 land, right? So in this sense, we're already at 18 lands. So I'm going to try it. Yeah, and in Dimir, Ham is run like 22. Grimmered's run 24. I don't think you want to miss your land drops, right? Which is why when chat was saying like cut lands for the MDFCs, I was like, I don't know. And since we're just discussing Magic today, yeah, we did cut the subtlety. And this has been a wild ride. I promise I will get to some games here eventually. But the reason why I wanted to cut the subtlety is because I wouldn't be on the Delta. Right? Isn't this how I had it originally? Also, thank you, Caffey, for the follow. So that's probably wrong, though. You guys have convinced me that the Delta should be run. And then if we're running the Delta... 6, 7, 8... I don't like running subtlety on 8 blue. Isaiah's like, no, cut the Delta. But I'll be like, I think I would. I think like if I wasn't listening to chat, I think I would. Yeah. Thunderwunk, you'd definitely be on subtlety. Well, welcome to chat, where everybody's opinion matters. And let's. Okay, so we've got. Like, should we just put up a poll for whether or not subtlety should be in? I think the issue with subtlety is the double pip blue. Right? To rehash this argument. Here we go again. Okay, so you know what? We're just starting from the beginning. So we need Kodal in here. And we're not doing Genku. That was really the decision. So we got 1 more voice. Thunderwunk, what would you cut? What would be your 2 cuts? And would you run more land? Because I know Thunderwunk is a fan of doing the MDFCs like straight 1 for 1. All right. And I do think that it's kind of tempting to run one more land, right? For the full conversation. Here you go. We're back to the beginning. Shock, you've missed a wild ride, man. I hope you're having a good Friday. All right, for those just joining in. Subtlety. The issue here is not that it's a good card. The issue here is that it's double pip blue. Three more cuts, Funder. Okay? The Subtlety is a great card. The reason why it was on the chopping block is because it's double pip blue. People do not respect how much blue you need in your deck for double pip blue. This needs 11 sources of blue. We have 8. 9. I don't know. If I was mostly blue, I would run Subtlety in a heartbeat. Shadow Scythe? You could do that, man. Lots of people do 9/8, right? Also, lots of people splash double pip cards, right? I'm just saying that like it affects the consistency of the deck to do so. 2 double pip blue to cast on turn 4, 80% of the time requires 11 sources of blue if I remember correctly. It's off the top of my head. It's been a while since I looked at the calculations. That is not including the best of 1 hand smoother, which messes things up. But for turn 4, but yeah, it should be about 11 sources of blue for a 2 double pip. 3 double pip blue is 10. If you want to play it on curve. If you don't want to play Subtlety on 4, you want to play it on like 7 or something like that, then that's fine. Oh yeah, and then it also gets even more screwed up if you're like drawing cards and doing your deep analysis and thinning your deck with polluted delta and all that, right? Magic's crazy. All right, so here's another one that we could talk about, right? Subtlety's stats suck. Why would a 3/3 flasher with memory lapse suck in MH3? I know, Grimmard. It should be happening here soon. Stats suck in general. What? That's not true though. Consistently, the stats show the best cards in the set. People evoke it too much. Huh? Okay, there's a good guess. I like that, Thunderwunk. I don't think you're properly assessing how bad rare drafting is for your deck. So you're saying rares in general get lowered by people rare drafting? I mean, if all stats were right, Nightmare would be the top 3 black card. I mean, its stats aren't that good. It's up there, though. It's in the top 5. And Nightmare is really cool, right? You can do a lot of cool loops with it. Some people like it's their favorite black card, yeah. Thunderwunk is saying it's the best. I think Crab is better than Nightmare. But it is a 5-drop, right? Or 6-drop? 6-drop. Oh, man. Okay, so... The last 3 cuts are probably not that important in the long run. I don't think Polluted Delta even really improves the deck that much to include it. I get that people really like it. Thunderwunk, you don't like the Shadow Spinner? It's an enabler for the draw 3. All right. I don't know. I've just, we've got to eventually get things going here. I'm gonna take out the Codal. I'm gonna take out the Subtlety. I think there's a resounding screaming from the crowd that, like, we shouldn't be cutting a land. But I do think I'm fine cutting the trawler. Then our tap lands are on blue, and, like, I don't care as much about that. And then you guys want me to play the Delta? Hey, dude Emmett, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I mean, trawler is close, right? I think it's like specimen versus trawler is kind of the question. Actually, maybe I'll take out the specimen and put in the trawler because I want to be more black. I don't know. This is where it's just like it's so small, it's so finicky that I don't think it really matters. But then we're on a 16. We're on 18 lands with 2 MDFCs instead of 3. And there are some people who would just cut a land. But I'm fine with doing 2 for 1. And then I know this is included and should be included, and I don't understand why its stats are the way that it is. We're going to include it because I feel like that's the one that everyone was the most upset about. So I'm going to keep the Delta in for you, Isaiah. I love you. And this is, what, 8 blue, which gives me this pretty consistently. Maybe we won't be able to cast these until here. It's a little bit awkward. Probably has way too much card draw. But I'm going to take a quick little break. This is the deck I'm going to run. I know there's some disagreements in chat about whether or not subtlety should be played. But I need to take a quick bio break. I will be right back, and we'll actually see how this deck goes. With my luck, it'll go 0-3. Whoa, wrong window. Okay. Where's my webcam? There it is. You don't hate cutting 1 insight? We don't have many creatures anyway. Understanding is good with Snacker. Oh yeah, I really like the insight with the Snacker combo. Yeah, I think that we want typically Dimir is like a control space. 10 creatures is not a bad place to be as long as you have enough card draw to get to your threats and ways to bring back your threats, right? Really just need like 1 win condition, and crab is going to give us a lot of value. As long as we can 1-for-1 our opponent, the issue is whether or not we have enough removal. And so that's why I'm on 7 here and don't want to touch the Demon Inferiors, is because I'd really like this number to be 8. Just personal preference. Like in control, I would play a 4th Demon Inferior, right? And part of it's just because I'm planning to outdraw my opponent and answer 1-for-1, and then eventually win just by pure card advantage, right? And that's why I don't want to cut the deep analysis. That's why I don't want to cut the truths, is because that's part of my win condition. Spinner and truths. Yeah, people don't like the shadow spinner. That's fair. You don't have to draw. It can just be a 2/3 lifelinker for 3. It doesn't like automatically mill you. Thunder, you would definitely be on Transmigrant. Oh boy, here we go again. All right, we've spent enough time talking about this deck. There's lots of different ways of going over the last few cards. I'm not going to run the Transmigrant. I'm going to run the Polluted Delta, but that's a favor. I really don't think it's that big of an impact either way. It does give us better fixing, less likely to get mana screwed. And yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, you can emerge it for 6 from Transmog. Yeah, it's excellent synergies. Yeah, free sack outlet. That's the way to look at it, Funder. I like it. I mean, it is worth mentioning, though, that, like, with the insights, Transmigrant gives you another pretty good target for the insight, right? I guess we do have 8 removal if we count the Accursed Marauder. I don't know. The Shadow Spinner makes a 0/1 every time it attacks. If we have the Messenger, it feels okay. And then Truths. And then this is 1 land shorter than I normally would run it, but I'm down to explore. Okay. Blue-black. Double crab. Sure. Bring on the 2/3. Oh, Grimmard, can you do that? You can play Insight and then sack it to... You can play Marauder and then sack it to Insight with full control? Alright. Polluted Delta, moment of truth. Go get black with it. I read what you say, Flubad. It's just a lot, right? There's a lot of chat messages to read. Alright, turn 1. We're gonna do the Polluted Delta and thin. We've got 4 lands in hand, should be fine. 5 now, definitely worth thinning. Never cut me any slack. What did I say we were getting? We're getting a swamp, right? Probably playing this out as a bounce. Okay. Isaiah's like, see how nice it was to have blue and black on turn 2 with the Polluted Delta? I can hear it. I can hear it right now. It's all part of the plan. Wasn't that nice? I mean, it's all right. It was all right. So we just time walk them with the sink into stupor and bounce. Should we demon? Well, Demon Fury is better after drawing. Oh god, we've got the insight too. You want to play the stupor as a land? Crab on 6, yeah. Okay, I agree. We could just Accursed Marauder their Flesh Raker. Save the bounce for something later. We could even play it now. Oh, but then I lose the full control, like, so I could do this and sack it to Insight to edict them and draw. Gosh, chat, so much. Doesn't work if you have Fairy? Oh, we can only do it on an empty board. Okay, good to know. I don't need to do this right now. I could do it later, right? Yeah, Autumn? I agree. It's a great thing. I'm going to do the Marauder. Maybe it's completely wrong, but I'm just going to get rid of the Flesh Raker. Probably should have got rid of the Snacker that I could bring back. Punts are being made. Because this, yeah, the Sneaky Snacker comes back, right? Yeah, okay. Sack the Snacker. That's fair. I mean, I'm half tempted to just, like, Demon Fury the Dryad. Hold up Breathe for later. Well, I mean, it depends on how early we want to do the insight, right? I think we just do this. Because, like, this is a bad card for them to draw again. And stops their ramp. Oh! Okay, you're right, guys, you're right. If I had attacked and then done the insight, I get to bring this back for free, and then Demon Fear only costs 1. Oh boy, if they exile it now, I don't get my snacker again. Okay, mistakes were made. Now, if I go for the insight, they can exile it in response? It's part of the cost. Can I attack first? Yeah, I think I can attack first and then make them do it. Alright. Might as well, right? They countered it? Wait, so but I can still bring it back the next time that I draw again, right? Get wrecked. Okay, so now we have Crab, but they have open mana. You think they're running a counterspell and we should play around the counterspell? I don't think people should be running Consign to Memory. Slam Crab anyway? I think we attack first, and then Slam Crab. Like, if they have a counterspell, then that's fine. We're, like, we're doing okay. If they have, like, the Quaddle Opender. Get attacked with Lelia this turn, too? Is that Lelia? Oh, we play it pre-combat. Wait, okay, so I can't do this because of the reinforce cost? You can't do the reinforce? So I get to utter insignificance their 0/1? It turns it into a 0/1? I could just decline, right? I don't want to buff their 0. Well, I mean, it gets rid of it off of being mana. Alright. Yeah, decline felt fine. That was a pretty unimpressive grab. How dare you? Guess we'll just need second crab. Alright, so we're gonna go for the deep analysis. Bring back our sneaky snacker. Could have enchanted my token. It's definitely a possibility. feeling kind of over, but they haven't really done much. They've played a couple utter insignificances. Like, they could play something big that it's going to be a problem. Drawn 3 or more cards. Well, I think we just play that and activate it for free. We have draw 6 and 2 removals. Feels pretty good. Hey, Cosmo Hopper, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, no, deep analysis is great, right? Especially with the commies. And I was debating during the draft, for all of you who missed it, about whether or not to have a third commie. Could have. Yeah, they were like, man, this Dimir player is like killing me slowly with his song. Fluted Delta was huge that game. Game changing. Wouldn't have won without it. Turn 1 even. We did get to play Polluted. Oh, look, we got it again. Back-to-back opening hands. All right. Yeah, we're trying to bring up the opening hand win rate for the conversation with Sirkovitz on Thursday. Next Thursday, we'll be like, "Hey, Sirkovitz, can you talk about this card? What's up about this card? Do I even want a thin here? Like 100% real talk. Do I want a thin here? Isaiah, I'm very curious from you specifically because you were the one who convinced me to run the Polluted Delta. Thinning is always good. I think so with 4 lands in hand, right? Course then? Yeah, alright. Sure. Alright. If we had Crab in hand, that's a good point. If we had Crab in hand, maybe not, right? Because I do think that might be part of the clue of what's going on is thinning inappropriately in the wrong kind of decks. Alright. Blue-red. I've tried to get this archetype to work so often, and I have given up. I don't think the amulet's a good thing to bounce. Let's not do that. Yes, Wingspear. I had 4. I had 4 Aether Revolts and 3 Galvanic Discharges. Deck went 3/3. I was like, what the hell? Okay, so they get more energy. Wither and Bloom's that's a pretty good target for Wither and Bloom. Because it affects the power so that they can't do anything. I think I just go Wither and Bloom here. And then the question is whether or not I want to do the Sneaky Snacker, right? Please don't pay the energy, okay. I think I'm just going to up the Sneaky Snacker, even though it's kind of the thing I want to kill with the Insight. We could also attack and do the Insight and get the Snacker back. And just hold the Wither and Bloom. I had 4 of the rares, Misogynist. I had 4. You can check my history. Go look at it. I had 4 Aether Revolts. It was off stream. I think I like Attack Insight like that. I don't think I want to put a counter on it. I think part of the issue is that 4 Revolts was too much. Yeah, yeah, it was like, you know, one with a whole bunch of enablers is so much better. Okay. Guess I'm just cycling through my deck at this point. I think I could go for another insight. Most you'd play is 2. Yeah, it definitely didn't work, right? Like when I played it, I was like, okay, well, this was a mistake. Dude, Skyclaw is a great thing to bounce. They end up playing that one again. I'm happy about that. So Demon Inferior. I think I'm actually going to save doing the insight for the cheaper Demon Inferior. Although I guess it's the same if I do it now and then just do the Demon Inferior for 4. It's exactly the same. I don't think it... whatever. Wait. No, it's not the same. Because this comes back when you draw your 3rd card. I haven't drawn yet. Not the same. Only works on your turn. Well, almost punted. Almost punted. I think I attack first. We can always sacrifice the other sneaky snacker. Okay. Haven't played a land yet, right? Okay. Because I want to bounce this. Pretty sure. Isn't Marauder better here? I don't know, I was thinking I would save the Marauder for whatever they're going to play this turn. Again, Magic's got so many decisions, right? I'm a little shocked they decided they wanted to draw it again too, but you know, it is gold. I didn't get to Mythic last season because I've been getting my ass handed to me in MH3. We have so many things that we can do. We can Curse Marauder, the Skyclaw. I do think I go for the Wither and Bloom now. We've got the Insights, too, that we can do, just to bring back the Snackers. I mean, I'll attack first in case they block for free, and then we can bring it back with the Insight. I guess I can't do the Wither and Bloom then if I'm going to do that. Alright, I'm going to follow my heart. Which is a Cursed Marauder. Start pushing more damage. Again, could be wrong. I mean, if they were going to block the Sneaky Snacker, then that's fine. Okay, that... They don't have any way of sacking it. The reason why I didn't attack first is because I wanted to get the counter on, right? Because, like, now they need to do something, and I can flash these back to bring them back and have the lethal in the air. Oh, actually, here, I'm not... I need to draw twice. I won't actually be able to bring him back. I still sack it in response, right? Still sack it, of course. Of course. Okay. Still fine. Everything's fine here. That's good too. I'll attack first because it doesn't matter, and then sack the snacker to bring back both. And then I have a bunch of flyers that they have to get rid of. Oh, wait, but if they have an answer for the sneaky snacker, I want this in play. Yeah. Right, Timo? I agree. Yep. We want this in play before I do the insight. I guess if they use removal on the snacker, I bring back both anyway. I like saying sneaky snacker too, because I'm a sneaky snacker. Right? Right? Do this now. Because I need to do it on my turn, otherwise we don't get the draw 3. Oh! Did they get it? Oh my god, they got it. Invert polarity. The champion. That was huge. Okay. Not dead yet. Just very close to dead. When this dies... deals damage to any target. If I kill it, it kills me. I could chump block here and then kill it with Breathe my last and go to 5. But then I'm on a top deck and they're beating me. So I think I go with not blocking here and hope that they don't have an answer for Messenger. Okay. This isn't great because this dies, it kills me. And this isn't an answer. Wait, I could try to get it from their hand. I could try to crab. I could crab first. We got an invert. No, wait, okay. Invert polarity wouldn't do it. Oh, wait, no, they get my breathe if they have another invert polarity. They could take my breathe your last off of the crab. Oh, you son of a... So I have to chump block. But I can chump block here. Well, no, if I kill it, I die, guys. Why would I kill it now? Oh, because I would go to 2? Then I have to deal with this? Oh! Alright. I like it. It's dangerous. I'm not dead yet. Okay. Ah! Wait, were they weren't dead? I took their win condition and they didn't like that? Snoggo, they bounced. So Snoggo, they cast Sink into Stupor, which is what started this whole nonsense. So I went for Crab, they bounced my 2-1. Yeah. So, and what did I hit with Crab? How do I see this? I got Galvanic Discharge and Superconductor. So then I just like shoot the guy. Okay. Deck's better than most of the decks that I've drafted in MH3 so far. Most have started 0-2, not 2-0. However, we did get both games on the play, I think, which helps a little bit. All right. We've had 2 turn 1 polluted deltas, which definitely were game winners. Game changing. Yeah, no, polluted delta has a 100% win rate right now. Isaiah was right. But I think we covered it, right? Is that like good drafters take polluted delta on the wheel or late, like 7, 8, 9, whatever, right? Like take it late, don't take it high. And then 99% of people with a 60% win rate play it. It's got to be a good card. It's just kind of curious why its average game in hand win rate for the average player would be lower than the average Dimir card. And I do think it's probably because of splashing incorrectly, like inappropriately splashing, going for too much greed. All right, so we go Wither into Kami. Seems okay. Did you guys break my... Oh no! We'll fix that in a second. All right. Oh, we still have a turn 1 polluted delta. My Nightbot. It's I'll fix it after this game. I think that's a fine thing to just shoot with Wither and Bloom. Hey Nitro, how you doing? Let me tell you, you missed a hell of a debate. Ooh, should we just Demon Inferior the Flesh Raker? Because Flesh Raker can get out of control. We spent like an hour talking about polluted delta. You really didn't miss much. We could also kill it with Marauder, but yeah, I think I want to try this full control Marauder Insight thing. You guys gotta show me how to do this because I'm an arena scrub. Okay, first off, hold full control. Check. Marauder. Sack now, right? Okay. Success. Whew. That is mythic gaming right there. Sneaky Snacker. Interesting. Do I just bounce him again? I think I might, like, just bounce it again? Save the Kami for... Yeah, like, save the draws for later. How many times would you like to cast Fleshraker? Yeah, Team Ho, I was thinking about whether or not maybe just 2 creatures was good. I kind of think next turn 2 creatures. Ooh, and Shadow Spinner. Shadow Spinner triggers all of this nonsense. I kind of like that. Let's not play the Messenger until we get value out of it. And just play the Kami and the Horrid. Okay. Truths is good. This is so far a 100% turn 1 polluted delta. That is true. This effect lasts even if I get rid of this, right? Chat, I'm once again asking for your help. Because like what I could do is I could sack the Sneaky Snacker and bounce this. Wait, the effect lasts if I bounce it, right? Yeah, okay. So that's not great. Although we get to do this. -2, -0 until end of turn, so my attacks are pointless. Maybe I just do the Insight on the Sneaky Snacker then? On their turn? Or I could bounce their Fleshraker one more time. Maybe we draw 2, not 3. Well, I'm trying to wait for chat, Nizumi. We could have withered on the web spinner and drawn a card, which would have triggered a 0/1 here, but not been enough to make this activation. Although I guess we could have done this activation for 1 black. Part of it is like streaming, you know, the waiting for people to make comments and such. Oh, you were just reminding about the timer. That's fair. All right. Well, the heat is on. This is going to create a 0/1. Kami can attack because, like, I'm fine there. Do this pre-combat so I can do this first. And then we're just swinging here. And then if I... what do I have for... do I have anything I can hit for 1 blue? I think I've played all of my bounce, right? All of my Demon Inferiors are gone. Alright. Okay, we've got Crab. We've got a bunch of deep analysis now. Do I want to do the Wither and Bloom for a token? I think that's fine. Because now we're pod racing. And then I guess I don't actually Maybe I'm blocking with the Kami. Yeah, probably better to block, right? Okay. Yeah, I started with the unfathomable truths and then drained them. If I didn't remember the drain, then that was my bad. I meant to. Doesn't mean I necessarily did. Oh, there's some cool lands in the store. Yeah, cosmetics are expensive. I always spend my gems on draft, not cosmetics. Do I even trade Kami for their germ? Oh, they didn't even attack. Okay, that makes sense. Sure. Now it's time for crab people, right? Crab people. Talk like people. Walk like crab. Walk like crab, talk like people. Something like that. Yeah, right, misogynist. Nailed it. Playing crab is normally the correct play. Guys, we unlocked the format. The secret is to get 2 crabs. Blue to Delta. Broken. Broken card. Needs nerf. Hey, Mandorler Field, thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. We made it to the weekend. I'm having a hard time remembering what day it is because of working on the... Damn it, I didn't remember to fix my commands. Okay, after this game, I'll fix the commands. Sneaky Snacker or Marionette Apprentice first? I haven't seen the light yet, Isaiah. I haven't. I've seen the suggestion, but I'm not sure I've actually seen the light. First game without Delta, we're gonna lose. Alright, Sneaky Snacker's a 2-1 flyer versus Marionette Apprentice. We have the double swamp for breathe. I think what if we just Marauder here and get rid of the ramp, right? Yeah, Misogynist is on it. Because we have the breathe. I like it. What was that? That happened? I got another notification. Always bolt the bird. So would we just continue to bolt the bird here? Because this is also a bird, sort of. Probably in Simic. It's probably worth just, like, preventing them from getting to their top end. Might be a little loose. Evolution Witness. Okay, we can leave Evolution Witness alone. Do this on a land draw. So it's Kami versus the Shadow Spinner. I think I want the Shadow Spinner for drawing into an answer. Like, drawing into a land. Dun 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 dun. No! Petrifying Meddler. Okay. So they hit 5 lands anyway, despite me messing with their birds. It is time. I always make the token. I'm not sure I ever have done the +1/+1. I guess if you have, like, the ability to make more of it. Wow, petrifying meddler.deck, okay. No one in the universe has ever done it. That's fair. How's your day going there? Capanese? Capaneas? Neas? I'm gonna go with Capanese. Esteban, how you doing, man? Been a long time. Hope you're doing well. Damn it, we were supposed to hit blue. I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in trouble. Crab is the answer. If you have a wombat. Okay, no, yeah. In Golgari, that's an entirely different conversation because Golgari's all about counters, right? But even then, I still think 1/1 body is usually pretty good. What happened with the misclick? Kite is a great card. Kite is an underrated card. Still, Area Auxiliary is getting picked up more highly, but Mandibular Kites are still around by pick 5, 6, 7. And it always blows my mind because I'm like, dude, Kite's a good card. Do we need to chump here, or is it okay to go to 6? Oh, I should have blocked with the Snacker to bring it back. If we draw a land, this is fine. This is a Born Chumper. If we're doing the Demon Inferior. It does come back into play tapped, though. So it's kind of a chumper every turn, right? Grimmard, you're going for double? Preserve the life total? I was kind of thinking we don't, and we just try to multiple block, but... I guess if we're going to chump, we're going to chump. Oh, you would have double chumped? Yeah, Volcron. Only if you can draw, right? I'm hoping that this kind of stops them in their tracks, but if they have an answer for it, we're in trouble. And we also didn't draw a land. Damn it. That is too bad. Because we could have done Kami into Demon Inferior. We had options, right? Yeah, I think it's got to be this. Tap the black, though. In case we draw 3 lands. Or draw 2 non-lands. Blip, blip, blip. Well, we can't attack. You're attacking with the Shadow Spinner? That seems wrong. Oh, because we could draw into answers to play the crab. Okay. Attack with the Shadow Spinner to filter into playing the crab. That's fair. They can adapt this into a 2/3. It was put right to bounce Witness. See, I think I'm going to hold on to Sync as a spell instead of playing it as a blue. We're definitely on full hold here. They get what they get one of their birds back. Chumps are fine, exactly. Yeah, now I'm on board with the like chump for sure. At this point, honestly, the 1/1's blocking the 4/5, and then Apprentice and the Shadow Spinner multiple blocking the Evolution Witness. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we have to get through 3 more unknown cards. I tweaked my neck earlier today. It's one of those that's like, it's fine if I'm not moving my neck, but then as soon as I move it, it's like death. Oh, good! Genku! Yeah, that's cool. That's neat. That would have been nice to hit with Crab. So if I hadn't gone the chump there, I could have gone for the quadruple block on the Meddler. Just headbang it. Just power through. That's fair. Okay, we get their last card. Hopefully it's an answer for this. I feel like we're still not attacking in the air with like Sneaky Snacker or anything. We just need to be like full halt. What's your last card? Demon Furier. Wait, if I put Genku back, then we play Crab next turn, we get rid of it, unless they have a way to draw, which they do. Oh, but they don't have colorless. Do I want to try to get a double spell? Because if we hit a land, I could Wither and Bloom and do the Crab. I don't know, that might have been wrong to play there. Yeah, exactly, Volcron. Yeah. I think it's right, but at the same time, like if it comes down to, oh man, I wish I had instant speed bounce, which you could. Aw, dang it. All right, well. Mo Crab Steel Genko feels pretty good, yeah. Crab! Yeah. Another Demon Furier is kind of interesting. How do you like the value of Double Crab? Oh, we could have done Insight to hit a land before playing Crab. The punishment being is if we missed it, we wouldn't get the Genku. That's pretty rough. Okay, so now how are we actually winning this game? Right? I've got 19 cards, they've got 21. My attacks are not looking particularly good. I think Insight on the Snacker is a pretty decent place to start. Start the drain train. Feels right. And then this also can work with the paying 3 life because we get life back. We could also pay 6 life to make them draw their last 4 cards like Flubab's saying. Is there a reason to do it at sorcery speed and keep the instant up? I don't know which one I was supposed to choose. 2/2 lifelinks, maybe? Whatever. The one is it 1/1 lifelinker? Dang! Okay, if I'd done the ordering differently there, then I could kill the meddler and we could start attacking in the air. I think I'm just chilling though. Unless, do I want to get rid of something? I could wither and bloom the way. I can do that at instant speed. Alright. Oh no, did I drain? I didn't remember to drain! No! I missed the drain, guys. I'm sorry. They do have reach. Dude, this is the first time I've played Dimir. This is my 16th draft of the format, I think? Or not even. I don't remember. My history has it. I've not been doing well in MH3, and this is my first time in Dimir. That was really unfortunate to miss the drain there. Hey, Slane, how you doing? Volcron, yeah, it was pack one, pick one, and then we got another crab, and I was like, okay. And we had a really, if you want to go back and watch the VOD, we had a really thrilling discussion about 17 lands data and polluted delta. It's good stuff. Okay, they get their Genku back. Shoot. So that was the upside to keeping my instant speed insight, was I could have sacked it. I can't kill it with Wither. That deals -3, -3. I like it. How would we kill it? Yeah, I don't think we can. But there's the answer. If I had done the deep analysis and the ping, and then done... If I'd done the deep analysis and then the ping, and had the sack, I could have sacked it and put it into their graveyard. Kill it with the breathe. That's fair. We kind of have to, right? I want to get rid of this. Don't think I can. I don't want to deal with the Genku. And then, is this activated as a sorcery? No, it's activated only once each turn. We just drain him end of turn. Feels okay. We could do insight. We had one more, we'd be able to ping them on their turn too. We've got the Wither and Bloom. Yeah, exactly, right? So they should be at 2 less life. I did screw that up. If we find a second Kami of Jealous Thirst, that would be huge. One off of being able to do this. We have the Wither and Bloom, though, which I think is pretty nice for this board. Got the Kami of Jealous Thirst, too. They're going to eventually start attacking. Yeah, Autumn. Double crabs all the way across the sky. Now, do I want to see if this resolves first? Before I throw a crab in front of it? Well, Team Ho, how do you deal with the Reacher? You're saying we throw the Snacker into the Reacher for free? I'm taking that as a statement, Flubab. Well, it comes back tapped. I'd rather chump block with it, right? Like, if they swung with the 5/6, I'd like to be able to block with it. Sneaky Snacker comes in and play tap. Lands! Okay. We need to find an answer here. We are in trouble. Here's a Kami. No answer, though. Because this is going to have trample. I got the double drain. Thank you. Now, do I need to do a token? Because this is going to be a 14/14 trample. I could put it on the Shadow Spinner. Another 2 on their turn. We just have to survive a turn, right? Alright, let's do that instead. Let's do the Insight to get the double trigger. Because then, if as long as everything's fine, then we win, right? Because then we can Truths for the final trigger. Yeah. Oh, so I do Truths or Insight. And then they go to 4. And then as long as my 2 Kamis are alive, Insight's lethal, right? What? Can you not do this at instant speed as a flashback? Oh, this draws 2. Yeah. We gotta do this. This is definitely the plan. We're doing this one so that we get the double ping. Not on upkeep. I want to keep options open. But thank you guys. You're right. Couldn't do the Insight. I'm worried that they're going to ace base me. Right? Although, wait, if I have Marionette pings... no, because the damage would resolve first. Okay. The illusion of options, Flubab. The illusions. I mean, we could still be in trouble here, right? 14/14, they could have, like, the Legions card that doubles crap. $23/23, for example. So I have to block 11? I think I just do this now. They didn't alpha. That's why I was waiting to do this. Oh, that would have been nice, I guess. Yeah, they could have Gift of the Viper for Death Touch. We're keeping our 2 commies alive at all cost. Do I just throw the rest of it on there? $15, $17, $18, $19? Is there any reason to not do that all there? Okay, and then yeah, the Marionette Apprentice kills them, right? Even if it's not alive? Save a creature to sack? Why would I save a creature to sack? Insight? Oh, because I do need the final bit to kill them? Well, the Marionette's Apprentice is going to kill them. 1, 2, 4, 9, 14, 17. I think this is fine. Oh, I have enough mana to just manually do it without a blocker, too. Oh, shoot. Am I dead now if I don't have... Oh! No, if they have Gift, I needed to do it with all 7, right? I see. 23, 22, 21, 20, 17. I guess I'm dead either way. So it doesn't matter. That's fine. Not Death Touch. Whew. Holy cow! Hey, look, Polluted Delta in the hand. Still 100% win rate. Should we play it just for fun? Because they... Oh, wait, can they sack it in response? No, because it doesn't work that way, right? Da, 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 da. Polluted Delta, 100% win rate. Definitely not about... It's not the double crab that's changing things here. It's definitely the Polluted Delta. Alright. Quick little break. And we'll continue this nonsense. Yeah, so quick little spiel, too. AC/DC, as Jer Bear just pointed out, is tomorrow. That'll be my cash open. We're going to be playing Modern Horizons 3. I'm going to be hosting one cash open every set. So the next one will be in September for Bloomborough, after a month of being out. So they're going to be on the first Saturday of each month-ish. I'm going to skip the one in August. And so check that out if you're interested. And I will run a double pod. So I think we're getting close to actually having the 16 players. But I'm going to take a quick little break and let me get the commands working for you, Flubab, so you can tell me how serious you are. All right. Ow, ow, my neck meets. Everything's working now. The commands are back. They're fully functional. We are 4-0, which feels good. Yeah, complicated board states lead to that situation a lot, but they should have tacked all there, right? Alpha was definitely the right move. Well, I guess with the Marionette... No, but they knew that if they didn't get it, the Marionette was going to kill them, right? But they had the Utter, right? They had the Utter Insignificance. So if they have an answer for it, I think they should have swung there, right? It's close. I have to go back and look at it. All right, well, we've got Marionette. We've got 2 crabs. We just need to get to the crabs. Block mistake? Wait, so if Marionette dies, does it still trigger? Or does it need to live? Imagine being intimidated by decision making. It still triggers. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh man, there's so many things to keep track of, like your exposure, all of that fun stuff. Okay. Oh, that's right. They were dead on board. I keep forgetting that I had 11 lands. That's right. They were in trouble either way, for sure. For sure, they were in trouble. But that was like that was a pretty good like that gave them a fighting chance, right? Like the way they that panned out, that was pretty impressive. 3/3 vigilance for 2. What a card. Probably just gonna deem inferior it back. Let's see, Kami, deem inferior. We've got double crab if we can survive. Oh god, yeah, disgusting because it's just automatically modified. So it's like the perfect Umbra target. Okay, give Watchdog shield counter. Yes. Get out of here. Demon Inferior for sure now, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is right. We're going to take another 3. But then we should be able to block with the Kami. Maybe it was right to play the Kami. Because I could go block here, block there. And take less damage. But I think I want them to just replay the Watchdog next turn. We're just trying to stall to the crab waiting room, exactly. So they did put it on top. I agree with that. They might not have attacked. Right? They might not have wanted to do the 1/1 there. This Rhino is great. Okay, I do think I'm gonna go for the Kami. I think we're just gonna trade the Kami. But if they have removal, I'd like to chump. I don't think I'm chumping with the Apprentice. I also don't think there's any reason to attack for 1 here. Other than maybe it was free. Oh yeah, this one plus Evangel is disgusting. Metastatic Evangel. They could play that right now. They should, if they had it though, they would have played this first. I guess this is what they want to proliferate, so it wouldn't have mattered. Dang flames! Dang it. That's a bit of a problem. Still don't think I'm blocking here. Because I would rather be able to play one more thing to be able to trade the Rhino. Instead of go for a chump. Gabe, you're right. I could have hit for 1. I did not. I could have. We need to hit a land. this gets rid of something, but I think it's still just Deem here on the Watchdog. Just keep bouncing, just keep bouncing. What do? We bounce, bounce, bounce. If I'm not chump blocking, then I should have swung both turns. Am I gonna block? Am I gonna chump block this 3/3? If they Hydra, doesn't really matter. Do you swing both then? Just swing here, chump block here, stay above 11. There's so many options, right? Kind of like keeping the chump blocker around for longer. Gotta play around Gremlins now. Wait, what card's Gremlins? Oh, Scurry of Gremlins? Steel Doggy? I still think I'm just chilling, even if I'm missing attacks here. So now I block. Or chump. So that I don't die to a Scurry Gremlins. Kind of want to stay out of that range. Hey? Breathe seems good. Better than Kami that can get removed. They could have protection. We're just waiting for Crab anyway. Kami answers this. If it doesn't get removed. Thank you. A lot of times I'm reading reading Twitch chat instead of looking at arena tells. I guess Kami actually kills this, and then I gain 2 life off of the Faithful Watchdog. So if I lose this, I'm losing little bits here and there, right? Because I could have gained 2 by doing it the other way. And I could have attacked with the Marionette Apprentice probably for 3 damage or so by now. Well, gee, that seems like a nice card. I need to do it at instant speed. What if we try to get the 2-for-1? Is it greedy? I could just kill it now. But isn't it right to wait and try to get more? It's greedy. But is it right? Because I guess they could draw something that could save it. The question is whether or not to be greedy or not. Gotcha. Yeah, my thought was I was going to block it with Kami. This was... My thoughts were that I was going to block with Kami and then hopefully get them to use something and then use the Wither as like a, haha, gotcha! But no! Alright, well, we can still chump block. And then if we unfathomable troops, like with truths, we've got to hit a land, right? Hopefully. Not guaranteed, but hopefully. And like, so far they haven't hit a Scurry yet. They've got 1 card left. Hydra for X = 4. That would probably be my worst nightmare. Oh, right. Well, I was kind of thinking we would chump block with it. Well, there's my worst nightmare. I'm no longer taking their last card. Damn. No, it just is. It's green white, and they have a red land, so it's just something they could have. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're actually gonna save the 1 life, right? I'd rather have the 2 mana, because then I've got a total of 7 to work with. Cursed Marauder's looking pretty spicy. We could have 8 mana next turn? How could we have 8 mana? I don't count that. How do we play 2 lands? Oh, if we had land dropped? We didn't have a land, though. We didn't have a land until we drew... We would have had to done the truths on our turn, which I guess we could have. Yeah, I'm agreeing with that, Gabe. We go here... Bounce the Hydra, because then it'll be the next card that we can guarantee the hit with Crab. Rex Bill, thank you for the follow. You guys want to be greedy and go for more? I wonder if it's right to actually like hold that, you know? Alright, I'm done holding this back. We'll send this one in now. Could have actually hit for like 3 or 4 damage so far. No, I don't want them to have the Hydra. I don't really want to play the Hydra, I just don't want them to have it. Right? Bounce dog? Because we like the dog better? No, because if we bounce the dog, then we can't kill the Hydra, right? Because it was X equals 4. So it comes out as like higher toughness than Wither would kill. Oh, we'd have to kill it with Marauder. Okay, that's fair. This way, I get their card, though. What's your card? What are you holding? You holding the land? Yeah, I think I liked the way we did it because Wither lines up on the 3 so well. And like we can Marauder here now if we want to. Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, Flipback, what should I do? Should I do that on the crab or should I do it on the... Anyway. Probably protecting this from 1/1s isn't a big deal. Well, I could still lose this, Autumn. I could still lose this. Do you know me? Do you know me? If there's anyone who could lose this, it would be me. Alright, so I think what I do is I Marauder here and Crab. For dominance? I guess I could play around the Wrath. Is it lethal? 4, 9, 10. I don't think it's lethal. How's it lethal? Wait. Grimward, how's it lethal? Oh, two counters from Wither. Wither and Bloom. Is that lethal? Alright, where do we want the counters then? think I'll just go on the big boy. You're right. No reason to play the crab. I just wanted to play a second crab, you know? Kill him with the spawn. Give him the chair. We had 3 lethal lines. Yeah, we had so many different ways that we could have won that game for sure. I need to bend Sirkovitz's ear about polluted delta. That's gonna really bug me. Still. Polluted delta is the correct line, right? I feel like part of that is the 99.3% of the time that it's played when drafted. That's a big clue, right? .1% of the time it's played in Dimir. That makes sense. So stacked. Okay, we don't have double pit black for breathe, but good thing we have delta. We could draw delta. Johnny, okay. So that's a card. See, if I block this, it becomes a planeswalker. Don't think I like that. Bouncing a Johnny feels bad. I think I want to just kill it, but oh, we have the black. Okay. Yeah, this seems like an easy just take 2 here, right? And then we're going to breathe our last on a Johnny. Oh, wait. They can make this fizzle. Oh, I should have blocked it, because then they can't make it fizzle. Can't they make it fizzle right here if they can kill the cat? Like, if they kill the cat and it becomes a planeswalker, I have to retarget it? This is the most important fact right there, Flubat. Shoot, I didn't think about that. Yeah, there's a stop. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to attack. Do I just hold breathe your last then? They might do it now. Definitely should have blocked. Yeah. This was... No, attacking wasn't good. So what I should have done is I should have used the snacker to block, right? I need to have the snacker back. I get Grimard was saying to check for the arena tell. Again, something that I don't usually like to do very much. Forces their action? No, it's in the same exact spot. If I had kept this back, that forces them to make the decision, right? I don't think that was correct. Yeah, well, luckily we can play this out. No, we can't. Should have played the Trawler as the tap land. Shoot. Oh, I could have done the Insight. Still have the insights. Okay, my opponent is... Let's think this through. Yeah, right, Grimward? Right? Isn't this the safest way to do it? Because, like, they've clearly got the insight? Now they have blue. Wait, is this blue? Plains are an island? Because this allows them to make a cat, but they can't fizzle my removal. Right?
Let fury ignite your heart!
Oh, I could have killed it before it resolved? No, it would have done. It still would have created the 2/1 token. Create a 2/1 cat token. Doesn't say anything about if it's alive. It wouldn't deal the damage. No, guys, the whole reason why I'm doing this is, do you not get this? If I go for shooting a Ajani before it flips... Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Once it's on the stack of becoming a Planeswalker... Because the reason why we went that whole route was because if I target Ajani with the removal, straight up, they sacrifice the cat token, turn it into a Planeswalker, and then Breath fizzles, right? Yeah, I see. So we should have done it while... I gotcha. So we should have done it while it was transforming on the stack, because then they wouldn't get the 2/1. I'm with you now. And then there was another line you were on, just putting stuff on the board and force their action. Oh, that's what you meant by forces their action. You would have just been racing in the air and not worrying about Ajani? Just because of how they've been playing and how they've been keeping it up. Feels like it to me, Flubab. Could be completely wrong. I feel like I want to get rid of their graveyard really badly next turn. Maybe I should have done it last turn. Because, like, they're going to bring Ajani back. Damn it. Yep, definitely should have played the Trawler after killing Ajani.
Nothing is more important than family.
But then again, I was reading chat about the different lines and such. So back on the line, I was on Snacker attack, play Snacker, and be ahead on board, forcing them to play something, and then you could kill Ajani safely. Alright. Sure. Trawler and Insight is probably my best bet now. Would have been nice to have gotten rid of Ajani, eh? So they're attacking him with the 2/1. I can Demon Inferior here to get back the Snacker, so it's like a free block. I could Demon the Kitten. Oh, if I Demon the Kitten, then it doesn't die. Oh, if I Demon the Kitten, then the Ajani's just a 2/1 or 1/2. Sure. Alright. Oh shoot, Insight doesn't bring back my Snackers either. Punts are being made. Yeah, it just dissipates. Disapparates. Wait, what does that do? Wait, Recruiter of the Guard would have been able to go get Ajani? Do they have a second one? Wait, Solitude? Well, yeah, Solitude's not a great one to see, that's for sure. If they have to play it out just as a 3/2 flasher, though, it's not that bad. We got 4 lands. Alright, so I've got 7 mana. I think I just play the Kami and Breathe Your Last, but then, like, they're gonna destroy my Kami. I could go for Demon Inferior and Breathe. I don't think they're gonna have multiples, but it's not great. Still have that ability to sack and turn it into a Planeswalker? No. I guess if I didn't... Well, no, if I don't develop the board, they can just attack into me for 5, right? It's just, like, not going well there. Alright, I think I punted this one away, guys. My bad. Oh, they had Breathe, too? We need crabs. Send me your crab, people. I guess the downside with this is now I don't have anything to trigger the Insight to get the Sneaky Snackers back. Holy Rares, Batman? So I screwed this one up at the beginning. The very, very beginning. I shouldn't have attacked with my Sneaky Snacker unless we're going to go Grimard's route and just race Ajani. And, like... Because, like, we'll just take the 2 damage every turn from the cat token. Oh my god! Kozilek, too? Three mythics? 4? Help! I don't know, misogynist. I guess they were just, I guess they were just holding nothing. Should we get Kozilek to go again? I think we'll just walk away from that one. That was a lot of mythics. Yeah, maybe they never had it. Maybe I should have just gone for it right off the bat. The first mistake was not having Polluted Delta. That's 100%. No, it's fine, Grimard. That's the downside when, like, your line was fine, but it was not fine if we were going to go half and half, right? Like, if we followed your plan and just your plan, it would have been fine. Yeah. Alright, so... Kind of want to play the blue. Kind of want to play the Horrid Shadow Spinner. Kind of want to just get Apprentice down. I guess 1/2 and a 1/1. The Dryad's not great. We don't have any way of shooting it. I guess we can bolt the bird with Breathe next turn. Could be right to do the messenger if we're going to immediately go into the shadow spinner. I mean, maybe that's part of it, is that if you play the polluted deltas, you're going to come up against the wooded foothills and such. Really get the tin hat going on. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put one onto the battlefield, tapped, and the other into your hand. Okay. Roll deck. Ooh. We still bolt the bird here? Always bolt the bird, right? Breathe is an answer to a big boy, though. I would like to bounce it, but we can't. Yeah, I mean, depends on if we like 6 drops next turn or not. You just play the shadow spinner, let him cast something big, and then kill whatever that is. Rumble hits Evolution Witness, or oh, that's it, right? That or a land. Probably take the Evolution Witness. Oh, they took the land. Okay. They ramping into a big boy. Well, that was a lot. I'm not sure I liked leaving. So Dryad back, they wouldn't have been able to do that. You know, they wouldn't have been able to do that play, right? But I guess they still would have done a double spell. Do I breathe any of these? I guess I could get a. They go for a double block on the shadow spinner. They put everything on this? What does this look like? Okay, there's crab, so we don't want to discard a land. I think I'm on discarding stupor. Might discard the messenger? Maybe insight? So we have truths. Be right to just get rid of truths. Any suggestions? No? Okay. I guess I'm gonna get rid of insight. Am I gonna put all 3 on there? It's a 2 for 1. Prevents the token. It's not great, but like, it's okay. I think you should have played the messenger and attacked, then used the spawn you create to breathe. I didn't know what? Oh, messenger into attack into breathe would be more mana efficient. Okay, that's good. I like that. That would have been good. Yeah, I'm hoping we snag something big and juicy with the crab, right? Problem here is because I didn't do that line, I'm in trouble. Ooh. We can't hit writhing this turn, though. Yeah, no, that was a better move. That was a better line there by Black. That was the line for sure. I think I'm just gonna truth send a crab. Starting to get a little late. It's a 3-hour-long stream. I really need to try to get like a draft done in an hour in this set. The games always go so long. Cool. Evolving. Nice. So double wither gets rid of writhing, right? Not that we need to. Still think it's just crab. So we could try to hit a different card in hand. But this feels okay. Is Kohler almost scarier? I'm not sure. Sundering Eruption? It's kind of scary. Flare gets me even more mana. We don't need that. I think I just go for the Warp Tusker. That at least gives me an answer for Kohler. Oh, I see what you're saying, misogynist. If I get rid of color, which is giving them more dig, then Writhing Chrysalis is like answerable because it's only a 4/5. As long as they don't have other, well, but Propagator Drone means Chrysalis can get really big eventually. That would have been a nice one to hit. I gotcha. We can chump block it for longer. Stall until we get Hydra'd, basically. Well, the Accursed Marauder's looking pretty bad on this board. And the other thing, too, I guess, is the Wither and Bloom doesn't look great. What if I start attacking? Like, I can send Crab, right? Just to kind of test the waters. Right? I think it's right. Hold back the Tusker. Okay, they just take the damage. So that seems fair. I think I want to do... Let's see, I think I want to do the Wither and Blooms at instant speed. I think I want to hold the Marauder for after the board trades down a little bit. And the upside here is we can hold up Insight if they don't attack next turn. Because if they have removal for Tusker, that's not great. And maybe I should do the double Wither to get rid of the Kohler. Because the Kohler is feeding them answers. That is a trample. Oh, that gives them trample. Right. Right. Kills the swag. I think what they're going to do is do the Propagator Drone to create a 0/1, which evolves, which triggers the Fleshraker. If I hold the double Wither, I have an answer for the Oozewag, which means they don't have trample. But I don't like them just getting that either. Damn, this is a tricky spot. They also only have... No, they have 3 things of reach. Doesn't feel great. What if I thin the herd? This could be just completely wrong. So they can sack here, 2 here to give Chrysalis 6, but we can Wither and Bloom the crab to be at 6 as well. Again, I just want to like whittle them down. Probably shouldn't be playing lands so that I can discard stuff if I do attack with Shadow Spinner. What if I attack with both now? 6, 6, 6, 8. Because they can play this and adapt on the land, giving this trample and this trample. That's a reason not to. But it's also pushing a fair amount of damage. They can just chump block it though. Yeah, I think it's one more turn. They just block with the 0/1 here, right? Okay. Problem is, I just keep getting the Dryad, and I don't want to kill the freaking Dryad. You do it? You go for it? You just accept this? Trading the 2/1 for the Death Toucher? I guess it's fine. Keeps him off of maybe the 7th land and getting trample. Do I want to save the Wither and Bloom then? Or do I want to use the Wither and Bloom then? Can't figure out what I want to put the Wither and Bloom on. I think I'm going to go with no. Maybe it was right to do double Wither so that they would block with something other than the token. They sacked the Writhing Chrysalis instead of the Nightshade Dryad. Seems worrisome. I think I'm gonna sack the tokens while they get the, like, I'm just gonna do this and then sack the token here while they hit for, like, while it pings for damage. Oh, I should have sacrificed the marionette. Okay, my brain's getting slow. Sorry, guys. That would have been best, because then marionette wouldn't be exiled. One more free damage. Yeah. Alright, well, you know, can't be perfect. They're at 13 cards. I could make him, I could try to mill him out. Oh, dude, this set's got a lot of lines, right? It's got a lot of thoughts, a lot of things to think through. We can win with Kami, so are you just drawing here then? Trying to hit a Kami? Oh, you're just gonna throw the Shadow Spinner away? Yeah, I'm not gonna just throw the 2/3 away for a draw. I mean, I guess we could? It seems aggressive, though. Because, like, if they have an answer for Warp Tusker, I'm dead. Alright, misogynist. We're going your route, then. Wait, you don't want to, or you do? Not now? Okay. Wait, isn't drawing 2 lands good? Because that's what you're discarding to them is lands? Oh, you would have... Okay. You would have discarded the Snacker instead of the lands? That's interesting. Ooh, Disciple. Demon Furier. Okay, we've got 12 cards left. No way to draw and get there that way, right? Oh, they're done. They were tired with me taking so long. Because, were we still up on cards? 12, and they were at 11? Yeah, it just sucks their soul away, Dom. I could see it. I mean, I'm surprised it's another draft that's been 3.5 hours long, but I definitely have been reading chat and not, not hauling ass. So, I'm gonna take a quick little break again for the final boss. We're gonna see if we can finish this off here. We're 6-1, so chance to go 7-1 here. And I thought that was strange that they got rid of the Chrysalis as well. Yeah, for sure. All right, be right back. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Oh, I still have got that weird-ass zinger in my neck. All right. Ads are almost done. Final boss awaits. Dimir Double Crab for the win. Let's go. Or wait, are we at 5 wins and I marked that wrong? I think we're 6-1. Because like Dom said, Dom was like, this deck should have been 7-0, right? Yes, that's fair, Black. Or how do I say your name? It's a hard one. Black. Yeah, that's fair. They probably thought I had a handful of gas, not just a whole handful of crap. I don't know. Dimir seems pretty sweet. Oh, we've got the final boss gold player. Okay, I was just in gold. We've got removal. Not a great hand. Splack. I've seen a Psychic Frog like week 1. I think I'm gonna keep this. Okay, not popping the landscape. That means they want the colorless. They go for the adapt. They go for the adapt. I don't wither this yet, right? I do the wither afterwards. Wait for them to adapt. I can kill it now. But I'm thinking if they sink the mana into it, then I can get more value out of it. Does that make sense? Alright, well, I guess it didn't really matter, and they can save it now, so maybe that was wrong. Repurposer, huh? I don't know. It's just something that I've always, like, I don't know when to hold instances and when to use them sorcery speed. Like here, should I use the breathe your last to kill the repurposer while they're tapped out? Because then they can't do something like revitalizing repass to save it. If I hold it though, then it does give them 2 mana instead of 1, that's right. But we can just Demon Fury or whatever they ramp to. You would deem it now? No, I'm going to go with the Breathe, and then whatever they ramp to, we deem Inferior, right? I don't know. It's late. I've been playing a lot. Reading a lot of little tiny text. I should make my chat window bigger. It's like, it's so impossible to read. But if we stop the ramp, then they just replay the Purposer and they get a 1/1 that turn. So they get more ramp overall, right? Demon Fear for 5 next turn. I could go here and then here. Take 3 damage to do it. I could just do the deep analysis now, and then I could do the 3 life next turn. Well, but it's Black. If you want to slow them down, yeah. So if I do this though, I give them another 0/1, right? You would deem Inferior here then instead of the deep analysis. Or because the bounce doesn't give them a 0/1, you would have gone that way. so many 0/1s. The good news is I can get rid of Repurposer and the Siege Gang Commander, right? They're both second from the top. Right, misogynist. Okay, so if I do Deep Analysis and then do Demon Inferior on both of these, I can then crab on turn 6 and get rid of the Spawn Gain Commander, which is the real deal, right? Or I could Wither. I think I want to Wither after. Still think I want to go Demon Inferior, leave them with a board full of 0/1s. Because I don't think they'll sack it because they want to play it again. Same with the Repurposer. I think this is a fine thing to get rid of. But I could see it being right to do Wither, or yeah, Wither instead. Oh wait, does this get rid of the top 2 cards or just the top card? Oh, it's just the top card. Okay, so they're gonna replay the Purposer. Whew. No, we did it right? Cursed Mirror? What are these cards? Did they release new cards on the list that I haven't, like, did they update the list this week? I haven't seen Cursed Mirror the entire time. I haven't seen that card ever. Alright, so I have to play Crab to prevent them from getting the Spawn Gain. Always been there, just a bad card, that's fair. Oh, you would just Marauder there? I think I've got to prevent them from getting the Spawn Gain. Oh, okay, we don't have to get rid of Trap, we just chump block. It's fine, they just don't hit Hydra and everything's okay. Or I could Crab and Spawn Gain and accept the trade, because like I'm winning in the value race, right? Unless they top decked an answer. I think I might have actually screwed up my double bounce, and they didn't put they put the Repurposer on the bottom, which is great because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to grab it. I mean, you can always lose. You can always lose an answer. It's always a possibility. So yeah, I want to keep up with black. Perfect. Hey, we got there. There was some questionable plays at times. There were some moments where I wasn't sure if we were doing the right thing or not. Double Crab got there though, no surprise.